You think all that sounds good? Wait till it hits your palate.
Milk and butter, back burner. Smell will take me back further. Something for my soul and better. Food will bring your folk together. Even on a rainy day, see me building anyway. Until opportunity come through and see the new of me. You will see me cook.
E.2, we are back for part deux. I took French for 4 years. Can't remember much of anything. I remember alpha du fromage. Fromage is cheese. But we finished part un, but this is part deux. We have, who do we have here?
Oh, this is Jacques, the little duck.
Jacques. And then we have Chef Alfredo Linguini joining us as well. World-renowned chef. So, and then I got a little bit of the Izzy, aka the Fizzy Bubble. What movie is that from? The Fizzy Bubble? Put it in the comments. The fizzy bubble. All right. So, Miss Stacy, what do we have here?
Okay, we have a pretty good sampling of all of the things we serve here at Le Macaron. I shouldn't say all, but most of the things. So we have a good selection of our macarons. Lots of flavors going on here. I have actually this is just a plain latte, but my favorite is our raspberry chocolate latte.
Oh, okay.
That's my new favorite.
Okay.
I have some of our gelato here, and we've got some fine chocolates, and also our eclairs.
I'm excited about this gelato.
Yeah, we've got lots of good stuff to try. We're gonna definitely have a sugar high going on here.
It's not the gelato you guys think. It's not that gelato, but it's gelato. All right.
It's amazing.
It's amazing.
So do you know the difference between gelato and ice cream?
What is the difference between gelato and ice cream?
So gelato is made with milk and ice cream is made with heavy cream. And so gelato is actually less fat. It's a little more refreshing, and it usually packs a pretty good punch of flavor.
Wait, you mean the whole time Breyers and Bluebell, they haven't been feeding me milk? It's been heavy cream this whole time?
Well, it's definitely richer, right? I mean, when you eat ice cream, it's great. I'm an ice cream fan too. But sometimes you'll even have that kind of that coating in your mouth after you eat ice cream, like you kind of feel the fat left in your mouth. You don't experience that with gelato.
Smoother.
It's smoother. It's just less. It's less fat, so you don't have that kind of coating left in your mouth.
You know what I love? Sherbet.
Oh yeah, I like sherbet too. We do have sorbets here, which are dairy-free. So yeah, we have several flavors. We always have at least 2 dairy-free options in our gelato case.
Okay. What flavors do we have here for the gelato?
Yeah, so you are having the violet and the lemon, and our lemon is dairy-free and really pretty tart. So I hope you like lemon.
I love lemon.
Okay, you're gonna really like it then.
Yeah.
It definitely is a strong lemon flavor.
Okay, perfect.
And over here I've got my hazelnut praline and pistachio. And so these are 2 of my favorite flavors.
Okay.
So I'm excited for those. We're gonna try them?
Yeah, let's try them.
Yeah, let's do it.
So while we try them, La Macaron in Tucson, Arizona. How did that, so you wanted to start a business and you just one day you woke up and you're like, I got it. How did you get it? How did this come about?
Well,
Oh my God. That lemon is really good.
it's really good, isn't it?
Oh,
So, it's a little bit of a crazy story because my husband's an engineer. I have been a stay-at-home mom for 17 years and a homeschooler for our 5 kids. And we had been dreaming of a way that we could work together. And so that was kind of the ultimate underlying goal that we had. And my daughter Hope, who was 13 years old at the time, she started baking macarons with a good friend of ours who loves all things French. And she taught her how. My daughter Hope is an incredible baker. I'm proud and maybe a little sad to say she's actually a way better baker than I am now. She has exceeded me. I taught her how to bake, but she is better than I am.
What does she love to bake?
She loves to bake everything. Now she bakes everything, honestly. I really can't can't narrow it down. I mean, she makes cakes whenever it's anyone's birthday in our house. She lets my kids all choose. So her siblings, she bakes them their cake for their birthday.
Can she make cake pops?
Oh yeah.
I love cake pops.
Yeah, that's like easy.
Oh, that's easy?
Easy. Oh my gosh. Yeah. No, my daughter.
What is she making? Creme
Just
brulee?
She's
making creme brulee?
My son makes creme brulee.
Oh my gosh.
So yes, my kids are good bakers. Yeah, that's actually a specialty. My son Luke makes creme brulee, and he's really good.
Wow.
Yeah.
So they were excited about this since they love desserts.
Oh yeah.
Did the whole family love desserts?
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
It was not that hard to get everybody on board with the idea of it being a French pastry shop, being that we love sweets, but. The whole idea really started though with my daughter baking. I do have to plug that just as a proud mom, my daughter entered in the Pima County Fair a couple years ago. She made a hazelnut dark chocolate de croix, which is a de croix. So it has layers of meringue with a mousse between each layer, and then it's covered in a dark chocolate ganache and had hazelnuts, and it was fantastic. She actually won Best of Show. It was her first time ever entering in the baking competition at the fair, and she came home with Best of Show. Oh. So I'm a proud mom. That was a pretty cool moment.
I wish she was younger because she could be on that.
on Master Chef Kids or something like that.
But yeah, she's too old for that now.
Honestly, my daughter though, that would not be her thing.
Oh, okay.
She does not love the spotlight on her. She's really sweet and gentle, and she does not like being in front of a camera or like being interviewed right now would not be her. That would be stressful for her. Okay. But she's super wonderful.
Does she want to be like a nuclear physicist and a part-time baker? Is that what she wants to do?
Honestly, I don't know. Her other love is horses. So
she's a writer?
She does. So she rides English, even though we live in Tucson. I tried to convince her, like, we're in Tucson, you should be riding in the rodeo. You should be barrel racing.
Well, I don't know. What did it have
But
I'm from Virginia. We have a lot of quarter horses. We have Arabians. But in the rodeo, they have Mustangs, right?
Honestly, I don't know my horses very well. I love all of that. I love getting to go to the rodeo here in Tucson is super fun. I love Tucson and all the events that happen here. It's such a cool town. But my daughter, she is passionate about jumping, so she's actually an English writer. Yeah, so that's what she's into.
The rodeo is really intense, but as a jumper, it's more elegant. So is dressage too. Dressage is super elegant.
Yeah, it is. So that's her jam. That's what she's into. And I think maybe, who knows, maybe she'll go the route. She also likes maybe the idea of like a vet or maybe vet assistant. I don't know.
Ooh, she
loves animals, and she doesn't mind getting her hands dirty.
She sounds well versed.
She's really cool.
Very intelligent, intellectual. Just like Rose. To be 9. That girl, she talks like an adult, like very mature, very she can hold a conversation. You can tell she's shy, but you can tell she's extremely smart for a 9-year-old.
Yeah, she's a problem solver, and she's very creative, and she's hilarious. So each of my kids obviously have their own personalities, and they're really unique and different. They're each really special. And speaking of that, I know I can jump all over the place. In this room, you see this amazing mural. Our muralist was Peniel Macias. She's a local muralist, and she's fantastic. She was so fun to work with, but she hid something in this mural for each of my 5 kids. So that's kind of a fun little thing that a lot of customers don't realize, that there's kind of like these little hidden Easter eggs in the mural.
Oh, Rose?
Yes.
Rose, okay. Is it their names or?
Nope, there's 2 names. So you'll see my daughter Hope.
Hope, that's Hope.
And she has the patisserie because she was the baker who inspired, she has the stack of macarons there.
Okay, so I got 2.
And then Rose has Rose et épine, which in French means rose and thorn, because she's a little spicy.
I could see it. She likes it,
Yeah. And then you can see back here we have some cats.
Yes, I do see the cats.
Yeah, so those two cats are our cats at home. Their names are Cookie and Sprinkles. And they're on here though for my son Cade because he's our cat whisperer. The cats don't like anybody else in our house except for Cade. If he sits down, they come jump on his lap.
Wow.
Where everybody else, they're like, don't touch us.
So like the cats will be like doing their own thing, and then Cade will just do some type of magical movement, and the cats will just appear.
Pretty much.
Wow.
Like he can call them and they come to him. So he is our cat whisperer.
Okay.
So yeah, he's really cool.
Okay, so Rose, Hope, Cade. What about Luke?
Yep. So Luke is my chess player. So you can see
right there.
I've
I
got
see
some
it
chess
right there,
pieces
yep.
hidden. And then down the hall, there's some sports. There's a sports store called Le Casecu Sportif, and that means Daredevil Sports. And that's for my son Trent, who is crazy about sports. Any ball he wants to play.
Basketball, soccer.
Any ball, he'll
baseball.
play it. Absolutely.
Wow.
So, and it's Daredevil Sports because as an 11-year-old, he's already had his permanent front 2 teeth repaired 4 times.
Jeez Louise.
Yes.
Yeah, he doesn't care about his body. He's just,
No, he's gonna get that ball.
Yeah.
I call him my boy with no brakes. He's hilarious.
he should look
But
into,
he's really athletic.
he should look into cricket. Cricket's blowing up.
Oh, really?
Blowing up. Yeah, cricket.
Okay, that sounds fun.
Play cricket.
Very European sport.
Yeah. He can move to France, be a professional cricket player, start his own La Macaron.
There you go. There you go.
I got you. I got your whole life plan.
He's got the whole plan for you, Trent.
Got it, Trent. All right. So the macaroon thing was simple they loved it.
Yeah, so it wasn't that simple in that it started with my daughter baking, and then I had a late night internet search, and that's where I found Le Macaron French pastries online.
Okay,
so it
you
is
just 1 a.m. in the morning, like just racking your brain, like what do I want to?
Well, it started with this question of where in Tucson can you get an incredible macaron? That was the question I had because my daughter started baking them, and I saw how people went extra crazy over a macaron cookie.
So to answer your question, nowhere until this place opened up.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
So I did discover that the choices were very limited. So that's what really inspired the idea. And once I found Le Macaron French pastries online, I loved the colors. I loved the hot pink, and
you know what I love?
It would be fun.
The chocolates.
Oh yes.
How elegant they are. You said it comes from, who does the designs on them?
Yeah, so our chocolates, I got to choose our chocolatiers for our case. And so G Slay is our chocolatier.
Oh, G Slay.
G Slay.
Shout out to G Slay.
Yeah, so G Slay is a chocolatier out of Union City, Indiana. And I actually tasted his chocolate. Out of Indiana. Seriously.
I thought you were going to be like a small town in France. This man's out of Indiana.
He's out of Indiana, so he's a French Canadian. He is just an artist, and he's using top quality ingredients and everything. I got to taste his chocolates at the Fisher's Indiana store, and I was sold. They taste as good as they look, and they're beautiful. And
does he have that? Since he's French Canadian, he's like, oh, come here, Miss Stacy. I have this bourgeois de quoi for you.
Well, sad for me, I haven't gotten to meet G Slay yet.
Oh, okay.
So I haven't met him in person. I've worked with his staff though, and they're all wonderful.
Okay.
So maybe someday, G Slay, we gotta meet. I gotta meet you. That would be cool.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm seriously a fan. I really love his chocolates. Every flavor I've had is
just a detail. Which one is this?
This one is the fleur de sel, and it has the fleur de lis on it, and it is a sea salt caramel inside, a really buttery, delicious, amazing caramel. It's one of the best pieces of chocolate I've ever had in my life. Ever.
Have you had Lindor?
Oh yeah.
Better than Lindor?
Oh yeah.
Lindor
Let's go. Let's go.
Hold on.
I'm up for the challenge.
I want to try some of these macaroons first.
So yeah, I mean, honestly, the cool thing the other day, I had a chocolate that tumbled into the case, so I wasn't going to serve it to customers, so I had to take it back into my workroom. I'm surrounded by dirty dishes, and I was transported. I had to close my eyes. It was that good.
Wow.
So
it took you to another
It
place.
took me to another place. Totally transported.
Okay, I like that.
So that's what I love about our chocolates.
Okay.
Yeah.
But tell us about these macarons.
Okay,
Macarons.
I have to have a bite of this
Okay.
really quick because it's yum. Okay. So,
PC bubble. Smash PC bubble.
so our macarons, they are all made with gluten-free ingredients. So we're making them with almond flour, egg whites, and sugar. Those are the main, like the structure of a macaron. But then we're also using real ingredients to get our flavors.
Okay.
And we're making all of our fillings from scratch. Everything is top quality, and that's one of the reasons I love being a part of Le Macaron, is that we don't compromise on quality. Our vanilla, our Madagascar black vanilla, we're using real vanilla beans, not
Did we get that?
extracts. I don't have that one on here. Do I need to go grab one?
Oh yeah, let's go grab
We
one.
could go grab one.
let's go grab
We
one.
can do that.
She's gonna go grab it.
I'm gonna grab one. Hey, hun, can I have a
Alfredo
black
Alfredo
vanilla?
Linguine.
What's that?
A vanilla macaron? Will you bring it
Stop!
for?
He's trying to eat my macaron. You see that? Jeez Louise, I was just showing you the macarons, not to eat one. Calm down, Alfredo. Well, we got some good stuff here. We got, I'm a big red velvet fan. So we got red velvet. We got bubble gum. Miss Stacy says bubble gum's her favorite. We have basil, white chocolate. Basil. What movie is that from? I bet y'all don't know. We have lavender white chocolate.
Thanks, honey.
We have, what is that?
This one is the Madagascar black vanilla.
What is, y'all heard of the
It's
Madagascar? That's from Madagascar, the actual
The
movie.
movie.
It's from the movie.
I think it just means the vanilla beans come from Madagascar.
Oh, okay. Coconut.
All right, are we gonna cut some of these in half and
Yeah.
try them?
Yeah.
All right, let's do
Coconut,
it.
right?
This one's coconut. Yep.
Mango.
Nope. That one is the orange.
Oh, the orange Grand Marnier.
Grand Marnier.
That's coconut.
And this one's the coconut.
That's
And that one is the cassis black currant.
Oh, Cassie's blackcurrant. So non-dairy. I thought
And did we have a raspberry? No. So we only have 3 of our non-dairy. So actually our orange Grand Marnier is also
oh,
non-dairy.
it's also non-dairy?
Yeah. Pretty
okay.
cool, right?
Yeah.
So lots of options for customers who don't, want to avoid dairy. We got you covered.
And then for you guys who don't know, Grand Marnier is a liqueur. So it is an alcoholic liqueur. So,
But there's no alcohol in this because when you cook it, it bakes off.
oh, it bakes off. But it still leaves that flavor.
It leaves the flavor.
Okay.
Yeah, delicious. Okay,
All
you
right.
ready?
Let's do it.
Okay, this is our vanilla, our Madagascar black vanilla. Cheers.
Cheers. I'm in Madagascar right now. I'm not in Tucson anymore. How smooth it is. And then it's perfectly sweet. It's not too sweet.
Right.
So for those people who don't like too sweet, perfect. You would think it would be super sweet, but it's not. I love it.
Yeah,
And
I love
it's-
it. I love the crunch and then the chewy inside.
Yeah.
The texture of a macaron is unlike anything else.
It literally, it melts in your mouth. The texture you would think, and it's gonna be hard, but it's not. It just flakes. It's flaky and it just melts in your mouth.
Yeah, if you've ever had a macaron that's like hard, that's not these.
Yeah.
These are totally next level.
Are.
They're really different than what you can get in a box at the grocery store.
I was gonna say
And
that.
that's what I think people need to know too. Like
Yeah.
when they walk in here, some people are like, "Oh, I don't really like macarons," and I'm like, "But have you tried ours?"
Yeah.
Because these are totally different. They're different than what most people have ever had. And I've had so many customers, it's been so sweet. I've had a lot of customers who actually, they will come back to the counter to tell me that is the best macaron I've ever had in my life.
Because it's
and
the
I've eaten
real
a
thing.
lot of them.
The real thing.
And yeah, and I've had customers who said these are just like what I had when I was in Paris.
Oh.
And so that's the greatest compliment. I'm really happy when people tell me how much they love them. Makes them happy.
And you mentioned earlier about there's limited places, and you're right. The only places I know is Sprouts, Trader Joe's, fries, and you get some of those that are just hard, and you're like, and then there's no flavor in the cream. So yeah, that's amazing.
And you know, it matters that we don't compromise on our ingredients.
Yeah.
That's what makes ours really unique and special.
This violet is really good.
Isn't it good?
Yeah. It's
because it's got a floral flavor, but it's it doesn't taste too florally.
Yeah,
like it's not overpowering.
It's a hint of the flavor.
It's balanced.
Yeah, it's a hint. It's creamy, it's smooth, and then when you first try it, you would think that violet hits you, but it doesn't. It kind of soothes and it kind of works its way up. Yeah, I love it. What are you gonna try next?
Oh my goodness. Honestly, I think we better try the coconut, and I think we better try the bubblegum.
Okay. Let's do it.
I don't know. I think we may just have to keep just going.
Let's go.
Okay, let's do it.
So you said you're on the internet one night.
Oh yeah, on the internet, and I found the Macaron French pastries, and I just knew like this is it. This is definitely what we're gonna do as our way to work together in the future. And so my husband was sleeping, so I had to wait until at least I waited to a reasonable hour in the morning because I was so excited. And that was the first thing I said to him when he woke up was, guess what? I know what we're gonna do. We're gonna open a macaron shop. And can you only imagine the look he gave me that morning? Yeah. Like my engineer husband, and I'm like, we're gonna open a macaron shop.
He's like,
he thought I was totally insane. Totally insane, but look where we are.
He's like, he's looking at you all weird, and he's like, have you seen my shoes?
Yeah,
I can't find them. I can't find my shoes from work.
It was definitely the like, what? You've lost your mind again. I tell my husband sometimes I have a lot of ideas. Not all of them are good. He is a good balance for me because he tends to filter. I'm like one of those idea people. I throw out a lot of things, and he's like, I trust him because he does have good judgment, and he's like, let's take that one down a little notch. So I knew I had to wait, and it took probably a solid month of just letting him investigate himself, and then he was like, you know what, this really is a pretty great idea. So we went further. We actually got to meet with the franchise. We did a Zoom meeting, and it was an hour-and-a-half meeting, and our very first meeting was with the founder of the company.
Okay.
So she spent an hour-and-a-half. Her name's Rosalie, and she's amazing.
Rosalie?
Yeah, so Rosalie.
Where's she at?
She is in Florida.
Oh, okay.
So she lives in Sarasota, and that's where the flagship store is, where Le Macaron started.
Do you have to go like, was it McDonald's? They make you go to Burger University. Did you have to go to Macaron University?
Yes.
Oh, you did? Okay. Wow.
So yes, I've attended the training a couple of times.
Wow. You were in there just sweating, just like out of breath, like, the macaron. You had nightmares of macaron.
So actually, I should take that back. I did actually 3 different trainings. So I trained in Florida twice. I love that it's actually a small family-run franchise. So Rosalie and her daughter Audrey were the ones who started the company because Rosalie and her husband Bernard moved here to America. They moved to Florida from Marseille, France, and they wanted to bring their adult children with them. And in order to do that, they had to have jobs for them. And so that's what inspired them to start the business. And Audrey, the daughter, is married to Didier Saba, and he is our head chef. So he is a very experienced, amazing French pastry chef. And he's the one who developed all of our macaron recipes and pastries and gelato and everything. So he's fabulous, as you can taste. Everything he makes is fabulous. And he's got a great team at our confectionery.
Like you said, you can taste the quality in that.
And so he was the one who developed the recipes. They started the first Le Macaron in Florida.
And
it was in Sarasota, and it was so successful. They opened a few more that were family run. And then they started a franchise from there. So we've been around a little over 10 years. And there's almost 70 locations in the US, but we're the only one in Arizona. So Gary and I, when we discovered it, we were like, we need this. Tucson needs macarons.
And when you guys are traveling from Phoenix and coming down, or even Sierra Vista, you got to stop here. You got
Absolutely.
to try the real thing. This is not fries. This is not Trader Joe's or Sprouts. This is the real thing.
Yeah.
Which one is this
Okay,
again?
this is the coconut. Let's go.
All right.
All right. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
It's like toasted coconut.
Yeah.
Amazing. A really intense coconut flavor. And really creamy. And amazing that this is dairy free. Like most people wouldn't imagine that you can get this creamy without dairy.
Yeah, when you said toasted coconut, it literally took me to a campfire. You can taste that toasted coconut.
Nice.
Yeah. That's really, oh my gosh, that's, I like that better than the other one.
Even better than the vanilla?
Yeah, the flavors.
All right, now I'm gonna weird you out. We're gonna go for the bubble gum.
All right.
Okay, and I'm not even a bubblegum person, but this one is just done so well. That's why I love it. It's not overly sweet, so that's what you're gonna discover about it. Okay. It has a really nice, mild bubblegum flavor.
Okay.
So that's what I love about it. And I like sprinkles. It's like happiness in the macaron to me. So that's why I like it.
It's gorgeous. I like the blue.
Yeah.
And then the pink.
I like the pink center.
Yeah. That's the bubble gum. Okay.
It's kind of a surprise, right?
Yeah. It's not what you think it would be.
Right.
It's it's a subtle taste. That's what I love about it.
Yeah.
It's not overpowering. It does give you that bubblegum flavor. And then the crunch from the macaron and then the crunch from the sprinkles. That come in a little bit later. Amazing. Yeah.
I know. I have to tell you, Didier at our confectionery, he asked me what my favorite macaron was. And I told him the bubble gum. And he totally laughed at me and said, "We make that for the kids." And I'm like, ah. So I know I have to be careful. When I tell people that I love the bubblegum one, they like automatically discount me like I have bad taste. But it's incredible, right?
It is.
I'm like, you gotta try it.
Yeah. I really love that.
But honestly, there isn't a bad one in here. Okay, I know you wanted to try the red velvet. I also really think you gotta try that basil white chocolate.
Oh, no.
Because that one is like surprising. And where else can you find a basil white chocolate macaron?
Here in Tucson, Arizona.
Here in Tucson, but I don't know of anywhere else other than a La Macaron that you could get one. So should we do that one next?
Yeah, let's do that one.
Okay, let's do that one. All right, I'm gonna wipe off our knife so we don't get bubble gum in our basil.
You can't have bubblegum in your basil.
That might be weird.
Yeah.
I mean, I can do weird, but.
So have you been to Florida to the Sarasota one?
Yes.
That's right. Okay. So when you went to the trainings, you had to go out there.
I did. And yeah, it was incredible. I've been at our confectionery.
That's in Sarasota as well?
It is in Sarasota, and amazing. Just amazing. It's like Willy Wonka's factory.
It is?
It is.
Was he there?
His name is Didier.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it's incredible.
How was Sarasota?
I love Sarasota. Yeah, it's beautiful there. And really nice people. I had a lot of fun.
This one's soft.
This one is soft. So this is kind of interesting that the textures are different too, based on what ingredients are in our macarons. Again, because we're not using extracts, we're using the real ingredients, so you're adding something else, which of course is going to change the texture. Like our tiramisu one has a totally different texture than the raspberry or other ones. Okay.
And then I got the cream. You could taste that basil in the cream.
Yeah. Oh, I know. And you can like really smell the basil even when you bring it. Yeah. It's a true basil.
That's the strongest flavor. That basil really hits you. But it's actually amazing.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
I have a couple of staff members. This is their favorite one.
That's actually my favorite one now.
Yeah.
It's strong, but it's balanced. How soft the macaron is, I love that. Yeah, that's great. Yeah.
Yep. And it works.
It does work.
It just totally works. I love that one.
You think all that sounds good? Wait till it hits your palate.
Milk and butter back burner. Smell will take me back further. Something for my soul and better food.